Hey everyone, it's Taylor Reverse, and we're back with another Pottermore video. This time we're doing the best callbacks in the Harry Potter books you might not have spotted. That's a long-ass title, but that's the fucking title. That satisfying feeling when you're reading something and realize this has come up before. Harry Potter's full of them. It may feel like deja vu, but really, J.K. Rowling had it planned from the start. Here are our favorite moments from the Harry Potter books that made us slap our heads and go, oh. When Harry Potter walked straight past a Horcrux. It's a famous moment of frustration, but one that bears repeating. With Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. There we go. So heavily focused on Harry hunting for Horcruxes, we as readers couldn't believe it when we realized Harry had been so close to one, and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, without realizing. Yes, that pesky Ravenclaw diadem cooped up in the very same version of the Room of Requirement that Harry had hidden his advanced potion-making book in the previous year. Seemed like just a dusty old tiara when Harry marched past it in his 6th year. When Harry returned to Hogwarts and the Room of Requirement during the final battle, he couldn't believe he'd been so close, yet so far. The fact that Harry had even hidden his potions book so nearby was even more of a kicker. I'm not gonna read the excerpt from the book, because if you haven't read the book, read the fucking book. It's just saying exactly the same fucking thing, just from the book. When Dumbledore's room full of chamber pots was something slightly more. Speaking of the Room of Requirement, it also cropped up in an earlier book. We thought we were introduced to an ever-changing room in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, but actually Dumbledore had described a room where he required something, in this case needing the loo, far earlier in the first book, in fact. Well, Hogwarts may be huge and full of mysteries, but if something's important, it's bound to crop up again, like our next callback. When the Vanishing Cabinet turned out to be pretty important. In a world full of magical objects, many of which we can only dream of having in our muggle living rooms, the Vanishing Cabinet sounded like a great idea, until Draco Malfoy gave it a far more sinister purpose. The Vanishing Cabinet, a piece of furniture that can act as a transportation device if you have another one stationed somewhere else, was actually first mentioned in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets when Peeves was heard breaking it. And for about 3 years, that was that, until the cabinet was brought up again in the Order of the Phoenix after Fred and George shoved a Slytherin student called Montague in there, not knowing where he went. When Montague finally got out, he revealed to Draco that he was caught in a limbo place between Hogwarts and Borgin and Burke's in Nocturne Alley. It was then that Draco realized he could fix the cabinet and use it to smuggle Death Eaters into the school during his plot to kill Dumbledore. So in a slightly horrible way, one of Fred and George's pranks inadvertently led to Draco learning about the cabinet's powers and his plot succeeding. And to think it was just an innocent quirk of Hogwarts once upon a time, when Sirius's mirror led to an unexpected communication. Perhaps one of the saddest moments of the Harry Potter books was when Harry realized that the late Sirius had left him a communication device, a two-way mirror where they could talk to each other when separated. Alas, Harry found the mirror far too late. Sirius had died when he finally found it. However, in Deathly Hallows, the mirror united Harry with someone else, someone completely unexpected. Upon seeing a blue eye through the broken glass shard of the glass, Harry had smashed it in frustration. He thought he was seeing another long-gone friend, Albus Dumbledore. Well, he wasn't that far off. It was actually Albus's brother, Aberforth, who ended up in possession of the mirror, using it to look out for Harry during the 7th book. And thank Merlin he did. With Aberforth keeping an eye out, he was able to send Dobby to rescue Harry and company from a terrible fate at Malfoy Manor. So although the mirror was such a source of sadness for Harry, it also saved him and his friends' lives 2 books later. Fun extra fact about this one, you could argue that Aberforth having the mirror was foreshadowed earlier on in the book when Harry mistook the book with Albus Dumbledore's face on it for the late Hogwarts' headmaster looking out from a mirror. Although Harry was mistaken, it's interesting that another Dumbledore was looking out at him through a mirror. Coincidence? Dumbledore's will. Deathly Hallows was nostalgic in many ways. Just look at the start of the book where Harry is packing his bag and comes across old items from past Hogwarts adventures, such as Potter Stinks badges and his old sneakoscope. Good times. And then Dumbledore's will comes along, which gives Harry a snitch from one of the first Quidditch matches, and Ron a Deluminator, a device which puts out lights. Both items were seen in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and both ends up being hugely significant in their final adventure. While the Deluminator encourages Ron to return to the Horcrux hunt after leaving Harry and Hermione, Harry's snitch opens right at the very end of the Battle of Hogwarts to contain one of the Deathly Hallows, the Resurrection Stone. Without the stone to temporarily bring back the echoes of his parents, Remus Lupin and Sirius Black, would Harry have had the strength to face Voldemort? Who knows? What are some of your favorite Harry Potter callbacks that you've spotted while reading the books? That was cute. I liked that. I wish there were more. I don't think I spotted any of those. No, the last one, yeah. Well, not the last one, the mirror one. I noticed the mirror thing. But the others, I did not. Yeah. I only noticed the mirror one. Did you notice any? Leave it down in a comment. I would like to know. Also, let me know what you would like to see next. Because this series is not going anywhere anytime soon. This is too fucking fun. I love it too much. Reading while playing with a time turner around my neck. If you like what I do, then subscribe. It's free and everything's better when it's free. And ring that bell to be notified when I upload. If you have any suggestions, then leave them in a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.